Happy New Year! Welcome to 2024. Thank you so much for all the support and love that you have given me the last couple of months. Are you a beauty provider wanting to relocate your business to a new city in a whole new area, but you have no clients and you're struggling to wrap your head around it and get yourself to make that leap and having to start all over from scratch, rebuilding your clientele once again? Trust me when I tell you, I can totally relate. As many of you know, about 8 months ago, I took a long break from lashing. I've been lashing for over 6 years, and that has been the longest break I've ever taken in my career. So trust me, I know what you mean, and I can totally relate to you, because about 4 months ago, I decided to restart my lash business in a whole new city, whole new area. I knew nobody. I had no friends, no clients, nobody. I literally had zero income to my name. I was living off my boyfriend basically. I had maybe $4,000 in my savings account because I had ran through all my savings. But I took that leap of faith and believed in myself and just took the risk and completely changed my life in 4 months. Restarted my lash business within 2 weeks, got it up and running again. It was a goal of mine to do it in 2 weeks because I knew what I was doing. I had most of the supplies, I knew what I needed, and I knew how to do it. So I believed in myself and I said, F this, I'm gonna go for it. I went in headstrong. I got a retail space, not having any clients. I rented out a section in a nail studio in the downtown area of where I live. I literally reached out to the owner and I was like, hey, I'm interested in renting on your spot. I tried negotiating with her my rental rate by saying, hey, I'm new to the area. I have no clients. I just need to rebuild my clientele. And she goes, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you $50 off your rental rate and I will send you clients. I kid you not, the first 2 weeks, she sent me at least 10 clients. I was shook. I was so thankful and grateful at the fact that the universe put her in my life. Because of her, I was able to grow my clientele. So not only did she send me her friends, she would send me her clients. To this day, she still sends me her clients. And not only that, but I started networking and talking to other women in the industry. They started sending me their clients and referring their friends. And now, 4 months later, I have at least 30 clients. And I can prove to you, the month of December, I was so booked, I couldn't breathe. I was so tired. I will post up my calendar so you guys can see how booked and busy I've been. And I'll show you guys a little time lapse of when I started, end of August, October, November, December. Oh my God, those 3 months, I just saw my business grow. And to this day, it's still growing. This is what this video is going to be about. I want to share with you everything I've done to get my lash business up and running again in a new city with no clients, no friends. Hi, my name is Tatiana Garcia. I've been an eyelash artist for over 6 years and I've gone through hell and back. I've made a ton of mistakes and I've worked my ass off to get to where I am today. When I was young, I had no clue what I was doing with my life. I was just lashing, making a shitload of money, and living my best life. I genuinely enjoyed my life the first couple of years of lashing. I traveled, I explored, I shopped, you named it. I did everything the financial books tell you not to do. But you know what? I don't regret a single thing of that because I learned a lot and I lived and I had fun. And now that I am in my mid-20s, I'm ready to get serious and more real about my lash business and my career and where I'm going, that I decided to restart all over again. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've started my lash business more than 3 times and I have a whole video about it. If you care on watching, go ahead and click somewhere above here. Starting a service-based business in a new city with no clientele, not really knowing many people, you would think it's difficult, but honestly, if you really set your mind to it and you just focus, you can do a lot in just 3 months. I want to share with you everything I did. So for starters, if you didn't watch my video of how I got started again, please go ahead and watch it because I give you a lot of the tips that I'm about to give you here. But here I will elaborate more on what I meant. So what has worked for me and what has not. Okay, so for starters, I set up a game plan. My goal was to get at least 10 clients each month and reach a minimum of 30 clients. I completed that within month 2. My goal was to do it in 3 months. I did it in 2 months. I got 30 plus clients within the first 2 months. Give me a sec. Nessa wants to come up and say hi. Okay. Mapping out what your goals are and where you envision your business to be at and go towards. So that's something that I did that really helped me and gave me a layout. So when I felt a little lost and stuck and like defeated in a way of like, oh my God, I don't have clients today. What do I do? Instead of crying and throwing a pity party, I referenced my Notion outline. I love Notion for many reasons. I literally use Notion for everything. It's my second brain, my planner, goal setting area, everything I need to run my life. I put it in Notion. And that's what I did with TRL 2.0. And I laid everything out, everything that I think I wanted to do, everything that I envisioned my business to be, you name it. And I was able to check things off. And as I go and check things off, I'm like, wow, like this is amazing. So that was the first 2 months. I just wanted to grow my clientele, and that was all I was focused on. And this is what I did to grow. Step number 1, taking models. Taking models for free. Oh my God. The amount of ROI I've received through models has been amazing for many reasons. Number 1, taking models gives you free content. Literally take one full day and just work on that person and create content with it all day long. And you can use that content to promote your services and gain more clientele. Not only that, that model specifically, if you're nice to her and you give her a good incentive, she will refer her friends or her clients or anybody she knows, and they'll start coming to you. And that's what I did. I know many people don't want to take models, but I did. I actually got this from Lana Lashes. I'll link her down below. I am obsessed with Lana Lashes. She is my inspo, my guidance. I look up to her so much. I love her aesthetics, her vibe, the way she carries herself, who she is as a business owner, and where her business has gone. I really admire that from her because I feel like I can relate to her a lot. And my goal is to eventually be a Lana and, be my own individual Lana, like I want to grow my business as big as Lana has grown hers. Like that's the goal and that's the dream. Anyways, so I took one of her courses and she taught me like take models. Literally just reach out to them. That's what I do. I find them on Instagram, and something that I've realized that has helped me or the way I go about reaching out to models. So I'll go on Instagram and I'll type in San Mateo or San Francisco, California. Whatever city you are in, I type that in. I look for beauty providers. So I'll look for hairdressers, estheticians, anybody that's in the beauty industry that has female clientele. I'll reach out to that specific beautician and I'll offer them a free lash service. I literally go, hey, love your work. You're super talented. Would you be interested in being my lash model? I just relocated to the area and I need to grow my clientele. I do that at least 20 times per day, every single day. And from that, I maybe get 1 or 2 people responding. A lot of people will not respond. I don't know why, they just won't, but that's what I've experienced. But 1 or 2 people will, and those 1 or 2 people who do are amazing. So once I schedule my model, I let them know, hey, this is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Please bring your own makeup because we're going to take before and after pictures. After we're done with the service, you're going to do your own makeup, and then we're going to take after pictures and videos, and then you're done. I expect nothing from you but your time. You let them know that and be transparent and honest with them, and you'll see them like be super excited and happy about the service. So once those models come, you're doing the service, you're doing you're working with them for a couple of hours, you make a genuine connection with them. And in incentives I've told them that has worked for me really well. I'll tell them like, hey, for every client you refer, I will give you a complimentary fill. You guys, trust me, this has worked wonders. My models send me their friends, send me their clients, and it's amazing because that client that they send you, then that client sends their friend, and then their friend sends their friend, and it's just like a little snowball effect, and that's how you grow your clientele. That's one of many ways. Method number 2 that has helped me grow my clientele: social media. And this ties in with the models. All the content you create with the model, you use on your social media platform and you promote it. You run Instagram ads. I restarted my lash business twice and have had to regrow my clientele 2 times. The first time I had no clue what I was doing, so I kind of was just dabbling in it. Second time around, I cracked the code, I think. Social media ads truly work if you know how to do them. I have a whole video of how I've done my social media ads. but I do want to do a revamp of it because I have found a new, better way, I think, and more lucrative, and just it's paying off a lot more. So one thing that I've noticed, if you're gonna do social media, you're gonna be running ads, you must be posting consistently. And what I mean consistently is on your stories, on reels, on stills, being active, using all Instagram features. I personally only use Instagram to promote my business because that's what I've seen work for me the most. So I will upload every single day, either if it's a reel, a story, whatever it is, I'm consistently uploading, and I'm running ads in the background. I run multiple ads, not just one. I run at least 5 ads at a time because they're all going to perform differently. You need to find the ones that perform the best for you. And then from the 5, maybe only 2 perform really, really well. You take those 2 and invest more in them. So let's say for the first, let's say you do 5, right? And each one you spend $50 on each ad. Trust me, you may not have the money right now, but by you running the ads, you will make that money in return. And I'll get into that in a little bit. So you are running 5 ads currently. From those 5 ads, only 2 of them are performing really, really well. You're getting engagement on your post, clicks on your links, and everything that you desire in a successful ad. At first, you only invested $50. Now it's time to boost it a little bit more. Invest $3 a day, $5 a day, whatever you think is worth it. Invest more in that post because that post is performing well. And then you'll start to see an increase in followers, an increase in your books. There was one day that I boosted a post that performed so well. And within the first 24 hours, I got 3 bookings back to back. I kid you not, I was shook. I was like, oh. Like my ads are working. So not only that, investing your ads, invest in Instagram because it truly works. You just need to know how to write your ads and how to target your ideal clientele. The third thing that I believe has helped me grow my clientele, other than running paid ads, is investing in a social media manager. In November, when I was helping my sister come up with her 2024 goals and life plan and everything she wanted to achieve, I learned that my sister, one of her goals is to be a social media manager. And I thought to myself, maybe it would be a great idea to hire her and ask her to help me run my social media. So I did. I hired my first employee, which was a social media manager. The reason I went about it this way was because, one, I saw that my social media brings me in clientele. If they weren't referred by a friend, I asked them, how did you find me? And they tell me through Instagram. And honestly, it mind blows me because social media is so powerful. Everybody says it. It's just you need to know how to use it. So I decided to hire my first employee. My little sister, she runs my social media and I pay her a monthly fee and she does all the work for me. And that has been something that has helped me a lot. From her just running my social media ads, the first month, within the first 2 weeks, she got me 5 new clients. In month 2, she got me 3 new clients within like 1 week. I was honestly shocked because it's the best ROI I've received. And I don't have to do my social media myself because that, you guys, is a pain in the butt. Trust me, like I would sit down for hours on end just like curating my feed, coming up with quotes and like captions and you name it. No, now all I do is create the content, send it to my social media manager. She does the rest. And I pay her a monthly fee. She pays her fee by herself. And I told her, the more clients you send me, the better marketing you do, the better money you'll make doing it, and the more I can afford to pay you. So that was number 3. And number 4, which I think has been the most lucrative, is networking. Talking to other women, talking to other people, going out and posting flyers, like just letting people know you do eyelashes and you provide this service within your community. That has done wonders for me. Just putting myself out there, getting the word out, and getting out of my comfort zone. Those are the 4 things that have helped me grow my clientele within just 3 months. Now the next step is, what do you guys think on the next? I cannot wait to share with you guys my goals for my lash business. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to do. The month of January 2024, I will start doing trainings. I have my first trainee at the end of this month, which I'm so excited. And that's something I'm definitely going to focus more on, is offering more training courses, paid and also some on YouTube, because I do remember I had mentioned that I wanted to do a couple of them. There's so many things I want to do for my YouTube channel this year. If there's any videos you'd like for me to create or any specific topics you'd like me to touch base on, please let me know. I would love to create and just share with you guys what I've learned, what's worked for me, what has not. Aside from the 4 tips that I gave you about growing my clientele, that's been super amazing, super great. But one other thing that I've done for my personal self, restarting this business, and to avoid like my anxiety to get in the way or just my mind, because personally my mind rambles. I think a lot. My mind goes all over the place, and sometimes I do not know how to shut it off. What's helped me a lot is doing long walks, setting a strict schedule for myself. Once I'm clocked out, I'm off and I don't do anything else. I relax, chill, and unwind. Self-care, listening to audiobooks, podcasts, and things that help me feel my best. Now I want to share with you some of the things that I did when starting my lash business that I don't think were beneficial for me. At the time, I didn't have much money to invest in a couple supplies, so I just bought cheapy products. But then I realized that I ended up spending more money because I bought those cheapy products and then had to buy like higher quality products. And then just, what did I do with the cheapy stuff? I just kind of threw it away. So that's money down the drain. So my advice to you, if you need certain things and you don't have the moolah to do it ASAP, either wait or get a business credit card. My favorite business credit card at the moment right now in January 2024, Wednesday the 10th, is the Chase Business Unlimited credit card. It has 12 months 0 APR. And you know how to use a credit card, go for it. If you don't, I would stay away from them. But if you're experienced enough and understand how credit cards work, use that baby to your advantage because it will help you a lot. So that's something that I realized if I ever have to restart all over, I will invest in quality versus cheapy stuff. Number 2, remember the little poker chips that I came up with? Those are hit or miss. I think they are such a great idea. They are so cute. They're just like really nice to give to people, like as a hey, bring a token, give it to somebody. But I didn't really see any ROI on that. A couple people came back. I don't know. It's just something that maybe I wouldn't do again in the future. It wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't that wow, Maybe in another type of business it would be better, but personally, I didn't really see any like large ROI on it. So that's something that maybe I would reconsider and do it in a different way. I've seen some girls do like cash, like little pieces of paper, and it looks like a little cash thing. I think that would be very cool. Flyers. I went to go post flyers all around town. And maybe I think I printed like 30 flyers and I posted that everywhere. I didn't really see anybody like, oh, I saw you from a flyer. Nothing like that. Only one person told me, oh, I saw you from this flyer, like blah, blah, blah. Everybody I talk to and I ask, and I have proof of it because I make people sign a consent form. And when they sign my consent form on there, it asks you, how did you hear about TRL? And you can put whatever you want, like Instagram, Google, Yelp, you name it. And I realized that people find me either on Instagram or Google. But Instagram has the highest rate. And I'll show you guys a little example of what I mean. I think you can pull up like the percentage of how many people find me on Instagram. So flyers were hit or miss, but I still recommend them because it gets you out there and gets people seeing your brand. Something that I also didn't see an ROI on was Yelp. I've been paying for Yelp for the last 3 months, and I've literally gotten 1 client from that. So I don't think I will continue paying Yelp because I'm not seeing any return on investment, and it's been 3 months. I think that's a good time frame to know if something's working for you or not. What I do want to restart is my Google ads because I focused a lot on Instagram and Yelp, and I realized Instagram is better. Now I want to do Instagram and Google and see how those two work together. Hopefully they can work really, really well. That's on my next to-do list, and I'll keep you guys updated how I do that. I'll maybe even create like some Google ads of how I run them, and maybe they can help you guys, who knows. So yeah, those are the couple of things that didn't really work for me that I don't think I will be doing moving forward. What I will be doing moving forward, I will continue running Instagram ads because that's what's been working for me. And if it's not broken, I'm not gonna fix it. I also will continue using Google and of course word of mouth referrals, which is the best marketing you can think of. Always after a client, remind them like, hey, don't forget, send me your friends, you get $20 off. Every single time I see them, I remind them during their appointment, after their appointment. Sound like a broken record, I don't care. But I remind them because people forget, you know. Another thing I want to start doing that I haven't really dabbled in and I still want to like break it down, and then once I do, I'll share it with you. I want to create a loyal clientele program, meaning for every 10th visit, you get $50 off or $20 off. Not quite sure how I want to go about it, but it's something I want to do. And once I kind of decide how I go about it, I'll let you guys know. And lastly, something that I think has made me stand out in a new city, in a new environment, seeing what other people are doing that you could do better and stand out in the crowd. Have in mind, the beauty industry is a very saturated industry in our current market, but if you find a way to stand out and be different, oh girl, you will make loads of money. So what I mean by that is I saw what other lash artists are doing and what they're not doing, and I completely did something different to make me stand out. So one thing that I've heard many people tell me, I'll ask clients, hey, what made you book with me? And this is what I've heard. One client told me, your website had emojis. I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, and you know, I just thought it was super cute because you had emojis. That's a tip for you. Add emojis to your website. Number 2, another client told me it was just so easy and simple to book with you. I was able to access your calendar without having to even communicate with you. All I did was click a couple buttons and I booked my appointment. And I love that. So my tip here, and I've said it in the past, make your booking site easy to book. I've had my fair experience of trying to book my appointment with other lash artists to do my personal lashes. And the amount I struggle, first of all, if you're using Vagaro, I freaking hate Vagaro. Vagaro is the worst booking site ever. It's terrible. I hate it. If you're a beautician and you're using Vagaro, stop using it. I swear to God, it's terrible. As a client trying to book on Vagaro, it's a nightmare. It really is. I do not like it. I personally use Square, and yes, I'm a little biased because it's what works for me. It's free. It's just easy and simple to use. On the other hand, Vagaro is, I just didn't like it. I'm sitting in front of my window and it's really, really raining today. So if you guys see the light go up and down, it's the freaking clouds ruining my video today. But it's still gonna be a great video. I had another client who said, you have great retention. She was referred by a friend who her lashes lasted up to 4 weeks. And she was like, everybody else I've tried, their lashes only last 2 weeks, 2.5, but not 3 or more. And so just knowing the fact that you, which she was talking about me, have great retention with your lashes, I wanted to come with you. In a nutshell, work on your technique, work on your art, become the best that you can be, and you will have returning clients and clients who refer their friends. And finally, another woman told me that she booked with me because of my social media. She said, I absolutely love your aesthetics, your vibe. I really, really connected with your social media. So I booked with you because of that. And that really made me feel amazing. I was like, I am so glad I put so much work and effort into my social media that people book with me because my social media looks so great. And if you haven't seen my most updated feed, go look at my social media. They're real lashes. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with my social media right now. My little sister's doing such a fabulous job. She took over in December and I want to keep her on board for as long as I can. So yeah, so I shared with you 4 things that made my clientele grow. I also shared with you what didn't work and what I will not be doing anymore. I also shared with you what did work and what I will continue doing in 2024. And I also shared with you why people decide to book with me and what has helped me stand out from the crowd. I hope you found some insight in this video, and I hope you learned something. You take some of these snippets and implement them into your business. And if you do, I would love to know if it worked or how are you gonna go about it. Leave it down in the comments below. I would truly appreciate that. And Once again, thank you so much for watching and for your support. I truly appreciate you. Let me know if there's a video or something, a topic that you want me to cover. Lastly, I want to give you some Tati updates. So 2024, there's a lot to come. I'm gonna start posting 2 YouTube videos a month. I was trying to post 1 video a week the last couple of months, but that unfortunately doesn't really work with my schedule. So I decided to tone it down to 2 videos a month, bi-weekly. And if there's a specific topic you want, let me know. I haven't selected a specific date of when I will be posting, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. Update number 2, I am starting another business. I know I'm doing a lot, but trust me, I'm laying eggs because these will eventually grow to become adults and flourish and increase my income. I know they will. So I recently took a permanent jewelry course and I will be sharing my journey about that as well on another YouTube video coming shortly, another life update. I want to hire an assistant. So one of my goals for restarting my lash business is to hire an assistant and a social media manager. And I already did the social media manager. It's out of the way, it's good. But within hopefully the next 3 months, I'm able to afford an assistant because I do need the help. If anybody would be interested in being an assistant, let me know, preferably in the Bay Area, California area, because I want it to be in person, kind of virtual. I don't know how I want to go about it. If you guys have any suggestions, if you've ever hired a personal assistant, let me know. I would love to know your experience and if it worked for you or if it didn't. And the last life update, this year, I'm determined to open a retail space. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's time for Tati to have a storefront. So stay tuned because when I do, I'll bring you along. Thank you so much for watching. This is Nasty Bear. I'm Tatiana Garcia. It was a pleasure chatting with you. I love you. Mwah.